Let's make a deal. I'm going to give you 6 exciting games that will be full of traps and dirty tricks. Then you are going to watch this entire video without skipping any part. But in the process, you are the ones who are going to gain. In that, you will learn some new traps, new ideas, and new openings as well. So that's a deal. You watch all the games that I'm about to play in exchange for value. And before we do that, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Let's do this. E5, knight c6. So we go with the 2 knights defense. Bishop c5. There's this idea that I want to play from here after bishop b6, a5 to stop a5, and d6. So my game plan involves this knight maneuver, going to the king side, castle shot to protect my f7 pawn, knight g6. The idea is to put that knight on f4. You can also do it this way, but at the moment my opponent is attacking the pawn on f7, so I should play queen e7. I'm going to lose this, but I mean, this is one pawn. Okay, looks like we're going to ruin white's pawn structure on the king side. That knight move wasn't a good one. Yeah, so white was forced to sacrifice their knight because what they did previously was not good enough. So let's go with our idea. In fact, my next plan is to play bishop e6. I see what my opponent is trying to do, but I guess here I can just play... Wait a second, what if I just take? I guess this still works. Just bishop e6. Then we exchange queens. Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm just up a piece. Let's attack this pawn. Oh, that wasn't really an attack. Let's attack this other pawn. The idea is to fork the rooks or win that pawn. This is under attack. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you play with the knights. Oh, this is brilliant. Is there anything I can do? Anything else I can do? Probably start pushing this pawn. Let's try. This is my only hope for now. If rook takes, yep, I need to protect my pawn like this and start pushing. Let's go. I'm okay as long as I do not hang anything. Okay, this is one move I did not pay attention to, but I guess everything is working for my good. Oh, what else can I do to my opponent's teeth? I think this move, that's checkmate. Yep. This is checkmate. Awesome start. Don't know what opening was this. Let me check. Yep, it was a normal Italian game, I've just remembered. So I was talking about this idea of relocating my knight to the king side. I copied this strategy from the Nimzowitsch defense, and you guys can check out my Nimzowitsch defense course. It's actually a nice course. No lies, this is not just about sales. And that's how you support this channel, by the way. Alright, second game. This is the Caro-Kann defense. Let's play our signature opening line. Take on f6. I guess by now you are familiar with my core trap. So I'm inviting bishop g4 now. And rook e8 check. So this is why we sacrifice our light squad bishop. If king takes, we go knight g5 check. Black has an option to play king h8, king h8. So they don't really have to take the bishop. No. So we go check and take the bishop. Still, I must take with my pawn. Go queen h5. King f1 is always the move you want to play. Followed by bishop d2 if queen e7. So this checkmate. Pawn to g6 is very important in this line. Very important move. The move to consider here is bishop g5. Threatening to checkmate one more time. Guess I can take. It's checkmate. I think black should play king g8. King back to g8 just to prolong the game. King g8 was the move. King g8 was the move. What was I going to do? Let me just put this on Stockfish. Yeah, so after queen takes g6, black should have played king g8, but I still had queen h7 check. Then let's say the king goes back, or rook h3, and that. Stockfish still says white was winning. Anywho, let's go with the Steiner variation of the French. I love going queen f4 check here. Yeah, at this point my opponent is kinda confused. Bishop d7 is the most common move, followed by pawn to c6. A challenging move from here is knight c6. If that is played, I propose you just keep it simple by going d3. So bishop d7, queen b3, then bishop c4. Targeting two weak pawns. You can see now I can safely take, attacking the rook, and if black is not careful, I'm going to win this game in less than 12 moves, or in exactly 10 moves from here. So check, the only move is queen d8, then bishop takes, king takes, queen takes. Yep, so black just lost a queen in exactly 10 moves. Now I'm tempted to develop my knight. The idea is to give a check. Black should have developed their knight. That's just my brainchild over there. So what I'm going to do is to do what? Let me try this move. Of course black can play this, but the idea is to develop my queen to this other angle and give a check, then win the bishop. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. So now we sacrifice a pawn. This is not really a sacrifice, but my idea is to do this I intend to take the knight just to win this bishop over here, but looks like that won't happen. So let's castle short for now. So the idea is to take, then give a check, but there's bishop d5, which I don't like. So before playing that, I need to develop my knight like this. So now I can take on the next move. Even if black plays, yep, now I can take. Cause this check, I mean, now I'm assured of winning the bishop. Yeah, black just resigned. Let's go with the Vanjit opening. Kind of the Scandinavian defense. This is one way to avoid the Scandinavian, by the way. Knight f3, attacking this pawn. We pin the knight. Then it is safe to play pawn to d3 here, since the last squad bishop is out of the pawn chain. Knight h4. Let's check. Let's challenge the last squad bishop. And put the knight on f5 where it belongs. Checks. The bishop is under attack. And this. Going for an early checkmate attempt. So let's do this. My idea is just to come back. Yep, just like that. Then h4. Want to go h5 next. h5 still. Maybe I should pin this knight or attack it. I can just take. Why not? I have this hope. Rook takes. Check. That won't work for now. How I wish that worked. For now, let's do this. I'll play bishop f4 if pawn to e4 is played. I see what my opponent is doing there. Do I have the same tactic? Okay, let's pin. I'm gonna win the queen. I'm gonna win. I don't know what I'll win. Let's do this. Can I take? I have check. That. First, let me leave that as is. The idea is to take the rook and win the queen. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, looks like my opponent messed it up somewhere. Somehow. Let's give a check. The idea is to checkmate now. I think checkmate is now unavoidable. Only sensible move is knight e6, but I'll just check. Yep, my opponent just resigned. Let me just check something. Did I hang a knight on h6? Let's say after queen d6, what did I do? Oh, yep. There was queen takes. I saw this later, but I was going to take the knight as well. But it wasn't much of a stretch. I wasn't losing. I had all sorts of other moves to play. This is the Sicilian defense. Let's go with the wing Gambit, sacrificing everything. Now I do not understand what my opponent is doing. So what we're going to do is to play the Italian version of this. c3. I don't know why my opponent didn't take. So this was clearly a bad start. Let's go pawn to h3 to avoid any other mistakes. Let's just take, why not? Then castle shot. I have pawn to d4 next. Yep. Then knight bd2. Or bishop d3 to challenge the last squad bishop in advance. So bishop d3 for now, stopping bishop f5. Queen c2, controlling the diagonal. Then knight bd2. This is the right move order. So I'm playing against a 2302. I forgot to mention that. I don't know what this move is all about, but let's attack something. There's a weakness. Let's attack the knight for now, also moving away from the possible pin. Okay, I see what my opponent is trying to do. Let's defend the pawn. Not so sure what that move was all about. There's no checkmate on this side of the board. So I find that to be unnecessary. Queen g6. Centralize the other rook. Retreat the knight. We attack the bishop. I guess I can play what? Queen b5. Just a move with the tempo. The idea is to advance these pawns. But that's going to allow knight e5 in the near future for black. Great try, nice try. But let's do this. Okay. Can I simplify the game. What can I do? Is this not a blunder or something like that? Do I have knight takes now? Yep. Black should be very careful. I think I can still take. But for now, let me play this tricky move. The idea is to take. Yeah, I can still take this checkmate. This is probably one move my opponent didn't see. Yep, look at this. Ah! Let's go with the McKenna's defense. Last chess for today. Let's ruin the point structure. Very important stuff to do. G5. Now I'm just improvising. Playing whatever I feel like. Let's attack. How I wish I could sacrifice. Okay, let's attack the knight one more time. I know there's this move. This is what people do in the bird opening. Let's take with the knight. The idea is to play knight f5 next if pawn to e5 is played. So knight f5 and bishop e6. We go bishop e6. Maybe I might even castle long. h5, h4 is the idea. I think let's take for now. e7, castle long. Okay, now we are talking. Let's do queen d7. I think I kind of messed it up. There's pawn to d5. Yep. But let's just castle long. If pawn takes, I'll take the queen. Again, if pawn takes, I'll just take. There's nothing much I can do. Okay, so let's make it hard for white. Again, they cannot take my knight. I don't know what my opponent was thinking by doing that. And this is a blunder. I'm just going to take. I'll just take the bishop. Let's take. There's check coming. I think this is a blunder. Is it? Because I have rook takes first, followed by knight check. Not really a blunder. It should be a blunder. I have knight takes. Then I start marching to Zion. No, that won't work. For now, let's do this. The idea is to take, walk away with a discovery. Or first, I go like this. Now I can take, I have a discovery, I'm going to win the queen. Yep, like this. Now we can take, then attack everything. Yeah, at this point, it's just a matter of technique. The game is done and dusted. Have check. I can sacrifice for now. Give a check. There's a back rank checkmate, so I need to do something before pushing pawn to g3. Hide my king. Win the knight. Takes. Win the pawn. At worst, this can be a draw. Okay, this is a draw. I was too slow. Now check this out, you guys. If you want to learn more about these kinds of tricks or similar opening ideas like the ones I just shared, you can watch this video that has popped up on the top left. Another video that I highly recommend you check out to skyrocket your rating is this one that has popped up on the top right. But if you love Gambit videos, you can check out the video that has popped up on the bottom left. And if you are a lover of chess traps like myself, feel free to click on the video that has popped up on the bottom right.